I remember that day like if it was yesterday. I was doing my usual VTube stuff, playing some Minecraft and whatnot, when suddenly there it was. XX Draxlayer XX has subscribed to you. That message flew across my YouTube stream like a train on loose wheels. I didn't want to believe it at first, but there is no doubt about it. I had seen that name before, and I knew exactly who it belonged to. XX Draxlayer XX was none other than my stepbrother. My mother passed away when I was only 5 years old. For 7 years, it had just been my father and me. A tiny family, but a happy one. Then one day, my father brings Martha, my mother-in-law, to the house. Martha was just Martha. I didn't hate her or anything, but I refused to call her my mother. She, however, was the least of my problems. A boy with short black hair and green eyes. Although it was daytime, he was still wearing a large black hoodie. This 12-year-old was now my stepbrother, whether I liked it or not. He went by the name of William. William was this quiet kid that would always lock himself in his room. The only times I would ever see him was when he would come down for dinner, but even then it was rare to see him at the table. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. I had no idea what he liked or disliked. What were his hobbies? What type of music did he like? Did he have a favorite sports team? I had so many questions to ask, but lacked the courage to ask him directly. One day, William went out with a couple of friends and left his bedroom door slightly open. Maybe he went out in a rush and didn't close it correctly. Whatever the reason was, this was my chance to take a peek at my stepbrother's life. I hesitated to take my first step into the cold, dark room. Come on, Jessica, get a hold of yourself. It's now or never, I thought to myself. Bang! I swung the door open and got greeted by the cold darkness of the empty room. Something didn't feel right. Maybe it was because of how he always kept the AC on. When I flipped the switch, I wasn't only turning on the light to his room, but also a light within me. My jaw dropped and my eyes opened as wide as an owl's. I couldn't believe it. A Konosuba poster, a Demon Slayer blanket, several fairy tale figurines. Yep, there is no doubt about it. My stepbrother was a damn weeb. I was dumbfounded. I couldn't believe how much manga he had on his shelves. Everything in his room was anime related, even his clothes. Several hours flew by as I kept investigating the depths of this dungeon of awesomeness. You may be wondering, why am I so well versed in all this anime stuff? Well, that's because I, myself, are also a damn weeb. That's right, female weebs are a thing. Yes, we exist. I go over to his computer and accidentally move his mouse, causing the screen to wake up. The message, "Welcome back, XX Draxlayer XX," appeared on the home screen. I smirked as I read the silly greeting. XX Draxlayer XX, huh? Well, that's cute. Wonder what else he has on this computer, I asked myself. Just as I said that, I heard the front door from downstairs open. I panicked as I heard the footsteps coming up the stairs. Crap, that's probably William. I'm dead if he finds out that I've been snooping in his room. Where should I hide? Too late, the door opened and my stepbrother came in. He paused by the door and looked around. All I could see was his shoes. I left the lights on, I worried. Please don't check under the bed. Please don't check under the bed. Please don't. He turned off the lights and I could hear the door of the bathroom being opened and closed. This was it. My chance to escape. I quickly got out and ran towards my room. My heart was racing like it never had before. I got so lucky that day. Fast forward 5 years. I recently started my life as a VTuber a few months ago. I'm not that famous, but I think having 60k subscribers is not that bad. I stream everything from old video games to the hottest new anime. Online, I go by the username Clessy_Jessie, and my avatar is a beautiful blonde-haired girl with 2 braids. No one knows how I really look or how I sound. The internet is the perfect place to be anyone. Every day, new people find my stream and subscribe to it. It is something I enjoy doing, especially because of the donations. I share laughs and tears with my fans, and becoming a VTuber has probably been the best choice of my life. Or so I thought. XX Draxlayer XX has subscribed to you. When I saw that message on my stream, I just froze. I had seen thousands of usernames, but this one stuck in my mind like glue. It's William. He's watching my stream. How long has he been watching? Should I stop the stream? All of these thoughts quickly swarmed my mind. I was in a daze and had to snap out of it quickly. But how? Boom! A Minecraft creeper blew up my screen and the words, "You died," allowed me to wake up. Oh no! Well, I guess that's all for tonight, folks. Thank you for coming to my stream. See all of y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. This is your girl, Clessy_Jessie, signing out. Good night. For the first time in my life, I'm glad that a Minecraft creeper blew me up. I don't know how else I would have gone out of that one. Dinner time came and I got ready to go downstairs when suddenly, thud. I bumped into William outside of my door and we made eye contact. I could feel my heart going up to my throat. I was feeling strangely warm and fuzzy. What was this feeling? Jessica? Are you okay? He asked. Me? What do you mean? I'm going downstairs for dinner. Step aside, I replied. Just like Martha was just Martha, William was just William. I always treated him as an equal until now, but for some reason, I couldn't keep myself from getting nervous around him. I couldn't even make eye contact with him. Maybe the whole him subbing to my YouTube channel was throwing me off guard. Yeah, that was it. I just had to play it cool for the next couple of days and everything would go back to normal. Easier said than done. Whenever William and I were in the same room, my legs would shake and my palms would sweat. Back to my online life as Clessy_Jessie, XX would be one of the first fans to be waiting for me to start my live. He would always be active in the chat saying how glad he is to find my channel. To prove his loyalship to me, he actually became one of my top donors. How long will this keep going? Will William ever find out the truth? And if he does, how will he react? Day after day, I had to keep living with this constant pressure of my identity being exposed. Weeks passed and things seemed to be calming down. William was still one of my top fans, but I was able to keep my cool. When I'm online, I try to keep things professional. I treat my community with respect and kindness, and they do the same. That being said, Clessy_Jessie and Jessica are not the same person. One is kind-hearted and sweet, while the other one is harsh and mean. The only person that has seen both of these have been William. In real life, I treat him almost like a garbage can, but that's because I have trouble getting my emotions across. This is why the online me is in charge of making him feel special. It's my way of making it up for my harsh treatment. Jessie, you are the best VTuber. I don't know where I would be without you, said his comments in the chat. I love all the sweet, kind comments I receive in my stream, but William's are the ones that stand out the most. Is it wrong for me to keep hiding the truth from him like this? One day, I received a $1,000 donation form with the following message. Dear Clessy_Jessie, I've been your fan for a very long time and I am always attending your streams. I love coming here not only because it's fun, but because I get to see you. You're the only person that has ever shown me this much kindness and stuck around. So I would like to ask, would you go on a date with me? I was in shock. It was like surviving getting hit by a train just to get hit by a second one. The first train being the $1,000 donation, and the second one being his confession. I was at a loss with words. What was I supposed to say? Yes? No? Maybe so? This was in front of thousands of viewers. I didn't have time to think of a response, so I just panicked and said, Yes, William. It was only a matter of time before I realized the mistake I made. William soon barges into my room. Jessica? You're Clessy_Jessie? He asked in a shaky voice. Surprise? I shrugged. There's no point in lying anymore. The truth had to come out sooner or later. At first, William was a bit disappointed that he was deceived for so long, but we talked and worked something out. So here I am, at the mall, with my stepbrother doing some shopping. This was us on a date. He promised he wouldn't tell anyone about my true identity as long as we went on this stupid date. It's not like I had much of a choice, so I agreed. Oh, Jessica, you should try this one. He pointed at a Catgirl maid outfit. Are you crazy? Like hell I would wear something like that, I answered. Aw, maybe I should ask Clessy_Jessie. I'm sure she would wear it for me. My face turned bright red as I entered the store. I had no choice but to listen to him. This was my punishment, wearing a maid outfit with cat ears and a tail, forced to say, Ooh, ooh, welcome home, master. William laughed and laughed. I don't know why, but this made me laugh as well. This was the first time I had seen him laugh like that. Our next spot was an ice cream shop. Are you not going to eat your ice cream? It's going to melt, I said, looking at his bowl. See, I bet if Clessy_Jessie was here, she would feed it to me. He smirked. This was indeed torture. I grabbed a spoonful and airplaned the cold-flavored cream into his mouth. Here comes the airplane. Open wide, I said as I made airplane noises with my mouth. This was the most quality time any of us has spent with the other. For the first time, I was finally able to look him in the eyes once more. This was a happy moment. Maybe, just maybe, Clessy_Jessie and XX would go on another date soon.